the value of the peer mentorship program at Sprague, I mean, there's many facets to it, but ultimately it's about us connecting kids to each other, specifically our underclassmen who are coming in and may not feel as comfortable with this transition to high school. We have a lot of new things that happen when you get to a building, right? And we're trying to find connections for students who've already been through this process and that can have that experience spoken into another student. Plus, it gives an opportunity for our students to give back. They've been here, they've experienced the power of high school, they've seen the opportunities they have to grow. We want to provide them opportunities to choose to give that back to other students in a mindful, thoughtful way where they can connect and make a difference in others' lives. I think the culture at Sprague has shifted immensely from we want to come to high school and take, right, to see what we can get out of this experience, to a focus of like, what can we do to serve others in our time while we're at Sprague? And that community contribution, that sense of service and servant leadership has been a great add through our mentorship. And it extended beyond just our building. We're doing work now in elementaries, we're doing work in middle schools, and our students find that as they become more successful in connecting with others, they want more of that because it's really what fills our cups, right? To help others feel a sense of belonging in our building. It's been an area at Sprague that we've struggled with, right? It's kind of been the haves versus the have-nots, and this is a way for us to be able to better align and value all the individuals we have in this building. Mentorship is one of those opportunities where we can go and seek out students who won't or haven't traditionally gotten involved in high school to seek out the things that they care about and bring those in a much more real sense into high school. And you do that through a relationship. We're made to connect with other individuals, and a way that can look and is very effective is through mentorship. You start to connect and you feel like you have an advocate or somebody who understands you. You feel more connected to the building, and then you take that energy and it really starts to grow and spread in a community. And that's the goal for our mentorship program at Sprague, is to spread this to our community.
I became a mentor simply because I thought it was going to be a really gratifying experience, like serving other people. Like my freshman year, I had wished that I would have had someone supporting me and like helping me through like the difficulties and like the new experiences of like high school.
I became a mentor because I felt like I really haven't done anything at Sprague that was meaningful in any way. So I just felt like becoming a mentor seemed like something that would impact the school and seemed like a way for me to get into the community.
One of my teachers recommended me to be a mentor, and that meant a lot to me because I always wanted to be a part of something like that and find a way to serve my school and serve my community and find a way to connect with people through more than just small talk in my classes. So I feel like it was a good outlet and it was a really good opportunity, and I'm glad that I took it.
I became a mentor because I really like what the program stands for and the change that it's had on students from last year and this year, and also like everything that has been done with the program. I really wanted to be a part of that change.
So I became a mentor because, well, I like serving people, and I like the people that were in the mentorship program. They're very nice people, very kind, but also I love the whole idea that we get to go out and just serve other people.
Being a mentor means that I have the responsibility and I guess the honor to be an example to people around me and to be authentic and be myself. And I feel like that is the best job that you could ask for, and it's the best responsibility in my opinion, because you get the chance to show other people that they can also be themselves. You get the chance to show people you can be authentically you, and there's people that are going to love you for it, and there's people that really want you to do that and want you to be yourself at school and to find your community and people that really want you there.
My favorite part about being a mentor is actually walking into the elementary school classrooms and them being so excited to see a big kid and thinking that we're all cool and that we're like the coolest thing in the entire world. And it's really fun to just see their faces light up.
My favorite part about being a mentor, I think, would definitely be going to Liberty on Fridays and working with the kids, whether that's working on math, reading, or when I was the Liberty Leopard, one lucky assembly, I got to be the Liberty Leopard. That was really fun. how excited the kids were. I mean, you could really tell some of them were freaking out a little too much, but I thought it was really fun. I made an impact when I did that.
So a week as a mentor for me looks like coming into class at the beginning of the week on a Monday and being in a room with other people who really want to serve the community and who also have the same passions as me, which is it's a peaceful area. It's a peaceful classroom to be in because we all know what we're there to do and we all trust each other and believe in each other to do those things. And I feel like it's a really interesting dynamic with everyone in there because I didn't know any of these people before I joined the class and became a mentor. And I feel like we all have a mutual understanding that we're all here to do our best. Further along in the week, I do one-on-one mentoring throughout the week with my 2 freshmen who we just kind of talk. It's not really anything super serious. Whenever they ask me for homework help, I help them out. We've sat together at lunch multiple times just to help them do their assignments. And also going to Crossler, and we've built relationships with a ton of different students at Crossler and tons of different teachers. And that is just, again, it doesn't feel like a job or responsibility. It just feels like being authentic and other people being authentic to you, and it's just so nice. It's just really nice.
I go to an elementary school. I go to Battle Creek and have a class that I'm assigned to. So it's a group of 3rd graders and I spend time reading with them. I also visit Crossler and am able to make connections during lunch, and I go and visit a PE class, and just have fun with them. So it's been a great way to build connection and lift other people up.
My experience through the mentorship program, I really liked it. I wish I did it last year, but I'm doing it this year. I get to work with a freshman. His name's Lewis. He's great. We go to bowling nights. We've had lunch together. We've gone to football games, soccer games, basketball games. It's fun being able to work with him and with the elementary schoolers.
Being a mentor has taught me that my idea of myself doesn't matter as much as what I do with that. So me thinking that I might be shy or antisocial, none of that matters unless I act that way, unless my behavior is shy and antisocial and scared to talk to people and uninterested and nonchalant about everything. And I can choose to not be that way, and then I won't be shy and antisocial, and I'm not actually that way. I actually really love talking to people and getting to know people.
Being a mentor has impacted me in a lot of ways, but mainly it's a great way for me to give back and show appreciation to my community and my school, and it's a great way to serve those around me.
This program has taught me like what it means just to go out and be kind to someone else, be a friend to someone else, say I'm willing to serve you, and just placing their needs before yours. That's something I've learned a lot from this program.
At the elementary school level, having mentors come into the building is so important. Our teachers are busy. We have instructional assistants, but they're also busy. So having time to be able to sit down one-on-one with a student and work with them on a skill, whether it's an academic skill or whether it's a social skill, we don't always have the time for that. So when one of our high school kids comes in, we're able to give them an assignment and a student, and they're able to work with that student.
The mentors' role here at Crossler are to build positive relationships with our students. These mentors are serving them in more ways than you can think of. Again, it's not just for those kids that are lacking self-esteem or low confidence. It's all kids here. Across the board, it's just beneficial for these kids to look up to someone that they could bond with and form some relationship with.
I think it's had a great impact on our kids to have that objective person in their life rather than the person like the parent saying, oh, it's going to be fine when you get up to the high school, just going, okay, I'll know one person up there and maybe have an advantage over someone else.
Having Sprague mentors come here at Shirley has been actually a community impact. It's been great because the Sprague students walk together from Sprague through our community and then down here to Shirley. So as a community impact, I think the presence of seeing our older Olies come back down, whether they were a Shark or whether they were over at Liberty or Lee or somewhere else in our district, to have them be an influence to give back to now our younger students, to show that leadership, to show that connection with our Sharks is really important because it's boosted their morale, it's boosted their own leadership skills, and it's seen our older students in a positive light where they can be having help with academics, social emotional connections, and also building that relationship within peers and that relationships with staff. And so the impact for having Sprague mentors has been an absolute huge success for us here at Shirley. But then when you think about as they grow up, they're going to continue to want to see who else is there to support me, who else is there that I can lean on, who else is someone that I know I can trust. And beginning this part now as an elementary student is critical because they're beginning to see a mentor is for everybody. We have a student in our building that was really struggling with just having a personalized connection with an older student, needing some more just connections with peers, connections with others. Was still doing okay. You would see that this student looked just fine on the outside and he was doing all right, but the student had shared that it would be nice to have a little bit extra, a little bit more, but did not want the attention of saying, I now have a mentor, and having a mentor means that I have a gap, I have a skill that I'm missing. And so that was part of the culture that we created here at Shirley, was all students deserve to have a Sprague Olie as part of their mentorship if they or their family wanted it, and we were able to make a connection. And that end of the year was really successful for that student and that Olie, that it was such a look forward moment that every week they got to make that connection. The summer had happened and the student was still enrolled at Sprague and that student was still enrolled here at Shirley. And the moment that they got to reunite again to know that we were continuing the mentorship program, we knew there was nobody else meant for that student, and we were hoping that it felt the same, and it was exactly the same for the Sprague Olie and our student. And to have them reunite now, that relationship is exemplar. It is something that is so special, and I can see now our student wanting to go through and be his own mentor and give back to the community, and I think that's what the mentor program is about.
The role the mentors play at Battle Creek is very vast. There's different things depending on the grade level and the classes that the mentors come and assist in. They'll be supporting teachers in prep. Maybe there's a project coming up. They might be prepping something, supporting literacy instruction, helping students or reluctant readers get more practice. I've seen a lot of positive impacts. The teachers feel like there's a little bit of a weight off their shoulders because while they're instructing, they can feel freed up to go around and help or work with a small group while that mentor is helping roam the room to help students that might need some support while the teacher is taken away doing a small group. There's been a lot of connections made with students that maybe don't have like that big brother. So they're able to make those connections and have build that relationship more to have that kid want to come to school and be here when the mentors are here to build that relationship.
I would recommend mentoring to anyone. I mean, I know that there's a thought process that only individuals who feel lost or don't have a purpose would have a mentor, but I would say it's exactly the opposite. The most successful people in the world have individuals that speak into their lives to help them see areas they can't see themselves.
I was able to experience having a mentor as a young child, and I still have one now as a principal here, and having those people that you trust to feel safe and to help build yourself up and to make you grow and be stronger. Those are the benefits of having mentors now as supporting that for the building and even as an adult.
I feel like every type of person, I guess, every person from every sport, every club, whatever, can benefit from becoming a mentor. Not only that, but they can impact other people by being a mentor. And every single person has the opportunity to create change.
Anyone who wants to become a mentor totally should. It is a 10 out of 10 experience for me. I've learned so much over the course of 2 years.
Mentorship is important to me because of the great examples that I've had in my life. I don't think I would be here today without the great role models and the example that other people have set for me. So it's important that we continue on that trend, and it doesn't just stop with the people that mentored us, but to continue mentoring others so that we can continue impacting our community.
The best possible outcome that could ever have happened of being a mentor is being able to meet people and just love them for who they are, even if they're completely different.
But at the end of the day, just having a shoulder to cry on or someone to go to when you're happy, sad, or just feeling something you don't know what you're feeling is a great thing.
When you actually put in the effort and you show up, you get really amazing results and you get change, and you see that in other people.
You belong here.
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 You belong here.